2:12 left, fourth quarter. Illini certainly in field goal range. Pitch back to Rooks. Rooks.
Illinois celebrated homecoming with a tremendous victory over Ohio State. Mike White, it took a long time to get the job done, but you did it in great fashion.
Well, Dick, it was a great game for the state, the community, the faculty, the students, everybody. But I'll tell you this, Ohio State doesn't give up easy. And let's credit Ohio State. They're the champions of this conference, and they're the best. And it was a great victory over a great team.
Mike, of course, you always said that you had to beat Ohio State and beat Michigan to be proven as far as whether or not you're going to win in the Big Ten. How do you feel right now?
Well, we feel good. And, of course, as I said, the most important thing is our players played the full 60 minutes. It was an up-and-down game. It was an emotional game. There was mistakes in the game by both sides, but when it was all said and done, we had the staying power for 60 minutes, and that's what wins football games.
Of course, a capacity crowd, 73,000 plus we had some over in the Assembly Hall to view on a closed-circuit television, but there you see the stats, Mike, and you jumped off quickly to a 10-0 lead, and then kind of we're in a real dry spell for a while. It got a little stagnant, as you can tell there. The Buckeyes came back, and I have to ask you, why didn't you lead the team out of the dressing room?
I haven't let him out lately, Dick, because I'm getting too old for it. But here we start our action, and we have a kickoff by Chris White out of the end zone, which got us started. Now, of course, Ohio State comes back. Tom Zach, they elected to pass on the first down, and that was a super play by David Edwards on the opening play. Tom Zach again rolls left and keeps, and it looked like, Dick, Ohio State had a game plan early to roll out and keep the ball. And here's a third opportunity by Tom Zach, and another nice gain of 6 yards. And now here's Byers, and this guy is going to be a thorn in our side all day. But this time, no gain, Ed Brady on the tackle. And now we swing into action with Trudeau back to pass, and again, a good pass, but it should have been a little higher. And but Jack started off hitting both receivers that were open, Dave Williams and then Scotty Golden, who we'll hear about a lot more in this game. Then a draw play, and we mixed up the run and the pass early. Trudeau to Rooks at that time for 8 yards. And now here's Rooks again, and Rooks gives evidence of what's to come with a real nice run. And here's Trudeau back to pass, and again an excellent coverage by Ohio State, and puts Ohio State in business. And here's Tom Zach. Early on, couldn't find any receivers, and of course was hit by Terry Cole. Now here's a great play, and this is our defensive play of the week, Dick. Tom Zach back to pass, Edwards in front, and the interception, and of course a super play, 47-yard return. We're on the board.
And that's the first of 4 all day for you.
Well, it sure is. 4 great interceptions and another great day for the Illinois defense. And here's Swope. You'll see this play later as we diagram it for the viewers. Swope the pressure, Edwards the interception, and a 47-yard gain and touchdown. And of course, as you say, one of our 4 interceptions of the day. Okay, now we swing into further action, and Broadnack's up the middle for 1. And here's Broadnack's for no gain. He's a pretty impressive guy. And here's a draw play and a super play in there again. Great play there by Steve Nelson. And here's Tom Zach back to pass. Good pressure again by Nelson, and a real great interception by Mike Ryan. And Dick, at this particular, here he is, Tom Zach throwing a pass. There's Nelson. There's Heavens on a safety blitz or a corner blitz. And great concentration by Mike Weingrad, and picks up and gives the offense life on the 42-yard line. Now here's Rooks for 8. Excuse me, this is Dwight Beverly here. And then we give it back to Rooks. And now we enter into the second quarter. Jack Trudeau back to pass. There's Dave Williams, who had another fine day, and I think he's back in form again after a couple of weeks off. Jack Trudeau to Beverly. Great third receiver. That was a great
safety valve.
Great decision by Jack to hit him. And here's Trudeau back to pass. And here we're near the goal line, and we don't get the job done. And Chris White's in and attempts a 33-yard field goal and makes it. And that ends up being a critical play as the game goes on.
And that was in the wind, Mike, and it was a pretty hefty wind, you know.
It sure was. And there's a lot of enthusiasm, Dick. For those viewers who weren't there, they missed a great day at Memorial Stadium. Here's Offenbecker here, and this is Offenbecker, quarterback, gives to Byers for 13. There's Gerald Thompson. hits, and again, here it is. There's Darrell Thompson coming from the defensive right end position. A fumble, and recovered by Butkus, and puts the offense back in duty. And again, here it is. Trudeau to Williams for 9. And again, sort of not excited about this, but Trudeau to Tim Brewster, who we're happy with back in the game, but fumbled, and again, another opportunity that didn't materialize. And here's, again, Offenbecker again, and he throws this one to down the line for a pretty good gain here. And here they comes back again. And some great defense in there. There's Thorpe in on another minus yardage play, and another good series. And here we go with Mike Evans, and this is the 3rd interception already, still in the 2nd quarter, and Mike Evans with a super interception that gives the Illini a chance. And this is after an 87-yard punt, I believe, Dick.
Yeah, the school record for Ohio State.
Yeah. We have a way of doing that. And Trudeau hits Rooks for 11. Then he comes back again, and Rooks again running well, makes 9 yards, and we're closing out the 2nd quarter here. And here's Miles, and we had things going here, Dick, and again, a little nerves or a little whatever, and fumble, and they pick up the action. And now they have another quarterback in there who has a heck of a pass here, and to Anderson. And they move the ball on all the way down to inside our 25-yard line. And then Allen comes in to kick. And, of course, Dick, I'll tell you, that was 10-3. And there was a little lull in Old Memorial Stadium about that time, because Illinois had opportunities, and the Illinois defense played extremely well, and yet it was only 10-3. And that's when you really take a look at a team. You take a look, you inventory your team to just see if they really believe, because the opportunities were there, and yet the score was only 10-3, and the second half was going to be a long half.
And we'll be back and take a look at all those happenings in the second half right after these messages.